Hi, today Leslie and I are going to show you how to set up our DIY kits. So we're going to be going through the fabrics here with you. These are our smallest pieces. The small one's called an icicle. It's which is the white and blue one, and then we're going to do a rounder, which is the pink one. So I'll be coming through with Leslie and I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do our DIY kit. And these are all the items you'll need in setting up. So obviously if you're going a little high, you need a little ladder. Then you're going to have the icicle fabric. Okay. Alright, and then you're going to have the rounder. Alright, you'll have need some tent pegs, which you can get at any camping store. Okay, a hammer and some string. The string that we use is a poly-twill hammer, which is quite strong. You can get it at Builder's Warehouse. It has a good breaking strength, but that's just the string that we generally use because we do this professionally. The other items that you'll see here is a tennis ball, an aluminium pole. If you're propping up your fabric like a tent, then those are the things that you need. Here we have our poles, which are very fancy. They're adjustable. They have what we call a bonbon on the top, but one can use a tennis ball and even use bamboo. This is quite a thick bamboo, Japanese kind of bamboo, but if you needed a prop underneath, bamboo or aluminium are your best choices. So Leslie's pre-prepped the fabrics. Okay, he's put strings in all the rings. Alright, because our fabrics all come with hems and rings, and you simply tie it on there. Now Leslie's going to first start off by showing you how to tie a string onto a ring. Leslie is one of our top guys in stretch. If you go look at our website, you'll see at www.3ddeco.co.za the magic that we create. And now we've decided to make it nice and easy for people at home with our DIY kits. Okay, so let's talk us through it.
Yeah, we have to pop the string.
Okay, so you make a loop, pop it through the ring. Okay, alright, then
you put your finger like this.
Open your fingers, yeah.
Then you take the two fingers, you pull the two.
Okay, and you pull your string. So naturally what happens, it creates like a knot here. And then to make it not slip, Leslie ties a knot and a knot.
One.
And a knot.
Two.
Okay.
Three.
Okay. The other thing that we didn't have on the floor was what all our guys always carry in with them is a side cutter. Okay, so a side cutter, or you can have a pair of scissors, but we use side cutters, and it cuts off the little tail of the string, so it looks nice and neat.
So use the side of the cutter.
Okay. And it cuts off the little tail. Okay. Alright, now when setting up a stretch like this, the first thing you do is you put up opposite ends. So you'll see in the video we're here in a little bit of a garden. There's a nice tree. So that automatically creates a what we call attachment point. So we first get one side up. It's always nice to have two people. So luckily I'm here with Leslie. I'm holding the one side. And he finds the furthest point. And he starts by putting it up. Where are you going to start it with, Les? On the tree? Okay, so here we have a gutter. So we're starting the first point on the gutter. So while Leslie's doing the first point, I'm just holding the one side. Generally we try, if you can, try and get your first point up high, but Leslie's putting this one up low for now. The reason being is then you keep the fabric off the floor. Okay, so we have put up 2 points now. Leslie's just going to stand in the middle and show you while someone's on the ladder how the other person holds the fabric behind them. So go to the middle of the fabric. Okay. So the person in the middle holds the fabric up like that. So once you've got 2 points up, then you can basically do it on your own. Then it's a one-man job. Ideally, you just want to keep the fabric off the floor. So you get the first point up, get the second point up, and then the fabric's freestanding. Now Leslie's going to continue. Okay. You'll also notice before we put it up, there's a hem. Okay. So the hem is always facing the top. So what we call the shiny side is on the bottom. So here we are, he's found another point, there's a carport, so he's just tying it onto this point. And basically you go around the stretch and you tie point by point. Now the trick with this is to watch the fabric. When the fabric pulls nice and tight, you'll see there's no wrinkles over there. So Leslie's got the direction right. So the fabric, what we always say, will show you where to go. Okay. So Leslie, as a demonstration, just show them now what I mean with the fabric. Okay, so there's a good example where the fabric has still got wrinkles. Okay, so Leslie then pulls it to different directions to see if he can get out the wrinkles. In this case, he's going to tie it because he knows that by pulling the other side, the wrinkles are going to come out. And there's a nice attachment point there. So literally you can tie it to any pole, any tree, any carport. The top point's tied to a gutter. And you adapt it to the area. If you're really struggling with a point, that's when you can put in a peg. We are on the lawn over here. Okay. And also what we like to do in 3D, hence our name, is pull the fabrics in a 3D effect. So you'll see some points are going up, some points are coming down. Now he's going to pull another point going up again, so you get a 3D effect. So next to a side of a building in the garden between trees, perfect area to put this up. It can be used when you go camping. It can be nice shade netting for when you're braaiing. So these little pieces are definitely handy. Obviously you use them predominantly for decor, for parties, but they're really handy. I even use mine taking my son to soccer games when there's matches, and we put up stretches for shade. So with the South African sun, it's a nice thing to have. It's compact. It goes into a little bag in the back of your car, and you can really put it up and take it anywhere. We even fly guys sometimes with fabric to jobs across border. There's not much that you need. And we've perfected the designs, doing it for over 16 years. So we've got nice patterns and nice designs. Now here's something interesting. Leslie pre-prepped the fabrics with 1 or 2 meters of string, and it's just short. So he's just added an extra piece of string there for the length. Nice and neat. And Leslie will show you just now on how to join a string. Okay, so now we were looking at the 3D effect. So now we use a peg and the hammer. Come with a point down. So when you're putting in the pegs, always go at an angle so that the string pulls it doesn't pull it out. It is elastic and the string can pull it. Leslie does a nice leap. One can also use sandbags or weights for these things. But for DIY purposes, we suggest you get a peg from the camp shop. The ground was a little bit loose there, so Leslie's finding a nice hard part because he knows that he doesn't want this peg being pulled out from the stretch. Nice and strong. That's fine. In this video we're going to show you how to do the little rounder which we're putting up underneath our mini icicle. So because they're rounder, hence the name, we start with opposite ends. So just like the icicle, you get 1 point up and another point up. So Leslie's going to get 2 points up, and then he'll go around the shape and tie point by point. So again, he's starting at the highest point, so he keeps the fabric off the ground. Always get your high points up first. Now he finds the opposite end to the rounder, finds a place where he's gonna tie it to. And basically he's gonna go right around the shape to get that piece up. Okay, so Leslie's checking that direction, and here's the section we want to do the showing how to join the string. So how do we do it, Leslie?
So you put it like this, and then you make round.
Okay, you make a loop, yeah, or circle, yeah.
You put it inside.
Put it inside.
And then you tie.
Tie, okay.
You push it inside.
Okay.
You do the very same thing. Then you put it inside.
And you tie.
Then you tie. Then you put everything.
Okay, so that's quite an intense knot. That's probably one of our fancier knots. Leslie's got a lot of experience, so that's his experience coming through now. But otherwise you could tie it like a shoelace, 2 strings together and just tie a knot. Or he's just double the knot. Makes it nice and strong. So Leslie's finding a spot around the building here. And the trick is to find areas around where you can tie. Just by going around the corner, there's a point. One could put a nail in between the bricks, but you really don't have to unless you have no choice. You could use a concrete nail. But if you're just clever about it and you keep on going around, we always say your attachment point is just a string away. I mean, it could be on the other side of the carport. It could be 50 meters away. Instead of going to make holes in a concrete wall, that would be the easy way to do it. So Leslie's extending another string there. And you see the rounders starting to form shape. And you'll notice with our rounders, it's a spiral pattern like a seashell, and these have been machine cut. So it's taken us quite a few years to get to this, but we've really perfected our designs and our stretches to unique shapes. Leslie just keeps on working around till the whole shape is up. Okay, so it's been about 5-10 minutes and we're finishing up here. Just to show you how clever we can be, Leslie's doing the final point and there's a ring on another stretch, so he just ties it to the ring. Doesn't put too much pressure. Loops it over so the string doesn't go off. And can't, it's like a slip knot. It really is simple. Leslie's going to cut this and is quickly going to just show you a simple way of joining two strings together quickly. So put the two strings together, put a knot, okay, and a knot again. So it really is simple. Continuing on the rounder, Leslie Jeeps found a point going around the tree, so he's tied it around the tree. Trees are very good attachment points because they've got roots. So yeah, trees are wonderful to tie to. And it keeps on going around and you really see how it's starting to form shape. One last little tip for our DIY kit. So you'll see there's a few wrinkles here in the stretch. If you don't mind a wrinkle, you can leave it, but as we do it professionally, we try and make it always look good. So Leslie ties a knot into a piece of string. Let me just see, Les. It creates like a little ball with some string. Here you go, Les. Puts it on the inside of the fabric. Okay, and this is what we call a suction point. So he puts it on the inside. Okay, and I'm going to come around. On the other side of the fabric, he loops over a knot, creates a little ball. Okay, and he's just going to pull it up over the tree. And that will create a suction point. And generally tries to go a little bit higher. So he goes quite high in the tree very cleverly because then he can pull up high. He has leverage going up the branch. And that's what we call a suction point. Now that creates like a little point on the top of the stretch. And Leslie ties it to, you can tie it to the string that's already here or around the base of the tree. Just one final thing, if your fabric you find is too low and people are gonna maybe hit the heads, or you want to create a higher point, this is where you use a pole. So we have a tennis ball on the end and Leslie props it up underneath the stretch and it takes this fabric nice and high and nice and easily to the side, and that's how your pole holds up the fabric. Now we can go and tie a string around the top so that if there's wind this pole can't fall out, and that's it. And that's Leslie, our champion, showing a very DIY kit, making it easy. Thanks.